Bronny James is. That is for sure. Jay, does LeBron have enough gas in the tank to get there and make this father-son a reality?
Yes. Yes. The reality is that if Bronny continues to progress, if he gets drafted, say hypothetically he gets drafted in the second round or late first round, you will have teams that will be vying to draft Bronny James due to the fact that his father could end his career in that city that Bronny James plays. That is a reality, and it's a reality that I know LeBron, if he takes care of business, look, everybody thinks they're going to get one this year. They should at least get two with the talent they have on this team.
Two more, you're saying?
Two more championships. If he's able to get that, you will see LeBron James play with his son somewhere else, or his son come to LA and be a Laker.
Yeah, it's only 3 years from now. It's not like we're talking about 6 years from now. It's 3 years from now. So
that would be 20 years now then in the NBA for LeBron.
He would be 39.
Right, and I'm not doubting LeBron's longevity. I'm just 20 years is a long time to play in the NBA.
Yeah, but even if LeBron was giving you 18, 6 and 3, I mean, you stick around because like Jay Will is saying, you can go. I honestly think it would be the Lakers. It wouldn't be another team because I don't think LeBron wants to move beyond the Lakers in his career. The Lakers would probably either draft him, bring him in, whatever the case may be. But I think he'll be with his son at least 1 year.
We should mention 18, 6 and 3 is like a career year for most guys in the NBA. That'd be LeBron like sputtering at the end to 18, 6 and 3. I mean, it just goes.
You get 18, 6 and 3. You can get about $50 million a year nowadays.
That's what I'm saying, man. Those are good numbers. I'll take that right now.
Speaking of $50 million a year, James Harden turned that down, of course, as you know, from the Houston Rockets. So this is putting the new head coach, and this guy's worked his whole life to become a head coach, Stephen Silas, in a little bit of a pickle. He did say Harden's absence.
Bit.
Yeah, right? I mean, hey, congratulations, walking right into this. He did say Harden's absence from training camp was a quote-unquote setback, and he would like him here, but he's obviously got to be pretty gingerly talk with the words here. Let's just hear from Silas before the fellas weigh in on what Harden's absence from training camp means.
As far as timetable, there is no timetable as far as I know. And it is a setback. You know, you want your best player to be here. There is a short window, as you've alluded to. As I said yesterday, we're working as if this is the 6th to the 23rd. So there is some time, but it is a setback. Yeah, I have to be honest and understand that this is a setback, not having one of the best players in the NBA here.
Really?
What have I always said, though? I said, man, the dude don't want to be there. He's not going to come. I don't care what anybody says. It's just athletes, when they put their foot down, that's what it is. Now, you got to make a decision on what you want to do.
Hey, guess
what? Make a
decision.
decision.
When things went down with the Lakers, before they made any decisions, who do you think was consulted? LeBron James by Jenny Buss, Rob Pelinka, right? When things went down with the Nets, who do you think they consulted? Kevin Durant, Kyrie Irving, Joe Tsai. I mean, the owners, they talk, Sean Marks. When things went down in Houston, Tim Fertitta, nobody consulted Russell Westbrook and James Harden. That's why James Harden was with Little Baby this weekend, giving him $100,000 in cash, a $200,000 Rashard meal watch, okay? Pictures of him out. He posted a picture of himself out at a party in Vegas.
No mask.
Going against NBA protocol saying, yo, I'm out, and didn't show up to training camp on Sunday. If that doesn't tell you what's on James Harden's mind, I don't know what else will.
No mask at the party. My invitation to the Little Baby party must have got lost in the middle.
No, you were at the bar. I know your line that you say to people at the bar. You know,
Little
what I'm
Baby,
here
you got to
for.
make this up for me next year. This is a travesty.
Little Baby is a hip-hop artist, so people trying to figure out, they're not calling James Harden a Little Baby. It's a rapper. That's just want to clear that up, right?
One more
Make
piece.
that clear.
And please mask up, James Harden. Please mask up. Last thing I would say, this is important to note. James Harden is under team control for the next 2 years. As Kia said, if I want out, I want out, and the team is going to move me. You don't want that sort of attitude at
no, you
camp every
don't.
day. But I just wanted to mention, he is technically under team control for a couple of
years. I get it. Yes, I am under team control, but there's a asset that I have that's no good to me because he's in Vegas.
Right.
We're in Texas practicing, and he's in Vegas.
And by the way, Key, the more he does this, the more that the Rockets lose leverage in getting value back for James Harden.
And even if James Harden comes in, let's say he comes in next week, people, you know, players, it's just, it's not right. He's doing what he needs to do to get out of there.
Yeah, he's a diminishing asset for the Rockets, not for anybody else. He's 31 years old and he wants
just move him.
76ers on line one.
Get what you can
Brooklyn
and
Nets
move him. It didn't work out. You got a lot out of him. He doesn't want to be there. Why put the coach through this?
Yes, Raphael Stone needs to pick up the phone, one of those lines.
Just saying, Ben, I mean, that's the first thing I said. Ben Simmons and James Harden. Trade. Assets.
How about that?
Daryl Morey leaves Houston to go to Philly, brings James with him to Philly if he's able to get it done.
I mean, James flourished the most under Daryl Morey.
Brooklyn's
so that
right there,
certainly
too.
Makes sense. And we saw a big player-for-player swap last week. Doesn't mean we can't see another one here coming pretty soon. Those are all superstars. This team is devoid of any.
Greg Williams has been fine.
Hello and welcome to Access Sportsnet Lakers. I'm Allie Clifton. Joining me is our Lakers insider, Mike Bresnahan, and national NBA writer for USA Today. His name is Mark Medina. Mark, good to see you.
Allie, Mike, good to see you guys. I mean, I felt like yesterday was last season, but here we are.
How many books behind you have you read?
Allie, I've read a lot of them. Behind me, there's a lot of Laker books. There's a lot of NBA books. Hey, I gotta come on the show and bring some facts. So I gotta do my research ahead of time.
Looks like a green screen to me, Mark. Are you sure that that's actual books with the bookshelf? I just want to be sure.
I can confirm there's some actual books. If you need proof, you know, here's a Laker.
We did need it. If you would have heard the guys in our ear, we did need that proof.
Oh, wow.
I love it.
There you go. There's the evidence.
I love it. You might need to send me some pictures. I would take a look at some of those books. I'm into reading these days.
Yeah, there you go.
For now, we got a lot to read here for this show. Mark, good to see you. Rez as well. Let's dive in. Training camp for the champs. It has begun in El Segundo. LeBron and AD both inked deals that will keep them together with the Lake Show for at least the next 3 seasons. After practice, LBJ, the reigning Finals MVP, discussed what he and the Brow locking in long-term means for the franchise.
Well, what it means that we're here and we're committed to this franchise. You know, we're going to give everything that we got to this franchise. You know, that's what it's all about. And the Lakers believe in us, and you know, they rewarded us with those contracts, and we just try to go out there and earn them every day. You know, both on the floor and off the floor, try to make an impact not only at what we do on the floor, but also make an impact off the floor and how we carry ourselves as men as well. So, you know, it's a great partnership.
Hey, LeBron. So this will take you into pretty rarefied air. This contract, 20 years in the league. Have you thought about what the future could look beyond that in terms of how long you'll want to stick around?
No, I haven't. You know, I don't know how long I'm gonna stick around this game. You know, I never take for granted every time I get an opportunity to play another season. I try to prepare my mind and my body and my spirit, you know, for a season and see where it takes me. You know, like you said, at the end of this contract, I'll be in year 20. The best thing about it is that the year I'll be a free agent will be the same year my oldest son graduates high school. So I'll have some options to see.
Anthony Davis was obviously so great last season. I just want to get your thoughts on some of your expectations for him this upcoming year and how you think he even steps up his game even more from what he's already accomplished.
I don't have any expectations for Anthony Davis. I mean, listen, I know what he's about. I know what he's capable of. And I know what he brings to the game. You know, he's special. He's one of the best players in the world, and his talent is what he's able to do at his size. There's not many people in the world that's ever been able to do that in this sport, period. So, but I don't have any expectations on him. He's going to go out and be himself, and he's going to do things not only that we've seen before, it's going to be some things that we haven't seen before, but it's going to be on both sides of the floor. So. But there's no expectations for me.
All right, so let's start. LeBron and AD, their commitment to the Lakers and vice versa. No denying how big time that was, guys. Mark, we haven't got your reaction just yet on those two and their commitment to the franchise. What did you think when you saw that?
I think it was a pleasant surprise for 2 reasons. One, LeBron James didn't have to make this decision about an extension. He could have waited another year. Number 2, with Anthony Davis, there was a feeling initially going to free agency. Maybe he has a shorter deal because of the uncertainty of what the cap would look like because of the pandemic. But this is very pleasant news for obvious reasons. And so not only does it cement them being the obvious favorite for next season, which would have happened anyway, but this sets the Lakers up, I think, to be the next dynasty. When you're looking at the last dynasty of the NBA, the Warriors, they won 3 NBA championships in 5 finals appearances. I think that the Lakers are fully equipped to be able to not only to repeat this season, but extend that finals run even further.
Well, Mark, predicting a possible dynasty, and you know, you're kind of right. I'm still kind of surprised that both those guys signed for the term that they did. I mean, no one saw the LeBron extension coming, except for probably LeBron and his agent, maybe the Lakers too, but to have him in the fold for 3 more years, and then you add the max 5 years for Anthony Davis, I was thinking 2 years, maybe 3. He went the whole distance. I mean, what a testimony to this franchise. Both those guys said, you know what, we're happy here. We're going to stay here for quite some time.
I mean, I think both of you kind of just touched on it when you talk about the dynasty, but at the start of last season, before they even put on a jersey together, we called them the best duo in the league, and they certainly, I feel, played the part. Can they be even better, and what does that look like in your mind for the two of them, Mark?
I think they can be better because they have their second year. They already have the familiarity. I think to the credit of Lakers GM Rob Pelinka, I think on paper there's a better roster when you're looking at the amount of depth that they're able to build with not just youth, but a lot of really good front court pieces. But the reality is the Lakers are coming off a short turnaround. Their season had only ended in mid-October. And when you are a defending NBA championship team, you're always getting everyone's best shot. So when you put that into a very unconventional season where it's compressed, there's a lot of challenges on and off the court, nothing's guaranteed. But I think the Lakers have both the talent and maturity to navigate all those potential pitfalls.
Yeah, you know, here's what I like about those two guys coming into this season. They don't have to be the guys every single night. So I don't know if their numbers will be better, per se. Is LeBron going to lead the league in assists? Is AD going to be amazing in rebounds and points? Not necessarily, because they picked up 2 guys in Montrezl Harrell and, of course, Dennis Schroeder, who each averaged 19 points last season. It's going to take a ton of pressure off of guys like LeBron and AD. So I think they could be more efficient, maybe get to know each other a little bit more. Don't know if we'll see the big numbers, but it might translate more to the wins, adding 2 guys to kind of take the pressure off the big 2 a little bit.
And you know, when taking pressure off of individual matters most, not as much with